Hi, my name is Carlos Cardona, and I'm the creator, writer, and director of Cheeky, an independent pilot that's having its world premiere at the 2022 Sundance Film Festival as part of the Indie Episodic program. Our pilot tells the true life story of my parents, Ruth, aka Cheeky, which means little one in Spanish, and Carlos, who immigrated from Colombia to the United States in 1987 in an attempt to carve out their own version of the American dream. The first episode in the series centers around the couple's first 2 weeks in the country and their fateful decision to leave the rough streets of Newark, New Jersey for the more tranquil and isolated setting of Montauk, Long Island. The inspiration behind creating the series stemmed from childhood memories of my parents telling me stories about their first few years in the country, as well as me growing up alongside them and being witness to the very complicated and tangled assimilation process to a country, a culture, and a language that was not in our favor. This is an immigration story hardly, if ever, seen on the silver screen. It is a dramedy series that strays away from the typical narrative associated with the Colombian immigrant experience. A lot of stories that are told about this particular era in Colombian history are deeply rooted in Pablo Escobar, the drug trade, and the violence that ran rampant in the era, and the performance of pain and stereotype that has become so familiar with American audiences and just audiences all over the world who have come to see Colombians on the screen. Even though those stories are a valid part of our history, our pilot Cheeky aims to change the perceptions of Latino immigrants, their contributions to society, and how they've been historically depicted in popular media. Our team consists of predominantly Latinx filmmakers in lead creative roles, as well as a diverse crew of people, artists, and filmmakers who all came together during the midst of a global pandemic to recreate the 1980s in a low-budget scale. I am so excited to share this pilot with you all, and my hope is that it resonates with not only children of Latino immigrants of my generation, but immigrants of all walks of life, and really anyone who's ever struggled to find a place in this ever shape-shifting and complicated American society that we live in.